Kaneohe's roots lie in agriculture. From ancient times, an abundance of rainfall and rich soil made it a natural place for crops. In the early 1900s, pineapple, then sugar, and finally rice was the primary industry. Today, Kaneohe is mostly a residential community, nestled in between the spectacular Ko'olau mountain range and majestic Kaneohe Bay.
The moment we step out of the Ko'olaus, whether it's Palilikiliki or H3, it's like the weight is lifted off your shoulder.
And families are surrounded by nature. There's the Ho'omaluhia Botanical Garden, 400 acres of lush land surrounded by a 32-acre lake. My son has been feeding the fish and ducks there since he was a toddler. It's one of our family's favorite spots. Another is Hei'akea Pier. My husband and I have a boat here. It is nothing fancy, but on nice weekends we like to take it out sailing in the bay or motor out to the Kaneohe sandbar. When the tide is low and the sand is exposed, many say it's the best beach off the island. The natural beauty is timeless. That is not the case with the town. Many of the homes and businesses are 40 to 50 years old, and it shows. A recent survey found residents like the aging feel.
It's still a lot of mom and pop small businesses, and so that kind of adds, I think, to the flavor of it.
But they don't necessarily like the layout. Most of the shops line a 1.5-mile stretch of busy Kamehameha Highway, and getting from one place to another can be dangerous for anyone trying to cross the street. Paul Tam says that's why so many in the community drive, even short distances.
Even if we have to just travel a block, rather than walking and enjoying it, we jump in the car, because that's just the way it is right now. I mean, it's sad, but that's the way it is.
You have a major thoroughfare here, and you have Safeway and other stores here, and you have the post office and the mall, and it's not a very safe place for people to cross the street or to be able to do other errands at one time. They have to literally drive in their cars and go, and as you can see, there's, it's a very busy thoroughfare.
With a third of the population over 65 or under 16 years old, the bus or walking may be their only way to get around. Now there's a push to renovate the busiest part of Kaneohe to make it safer and more connected for pedestrians. It's all here in the Kaneohe Town Plan, a $120,000 study 6 years in the making that's now in the final stage.
What you're seeing here is you're seeing landscaping.
The plan focuses on beautifying both sides of Kamehameha Highway near Windward Mall.
One of the things that we're suggesting is to convert some of the parking areas into landscaped areas that are shaded. There's landscape buffers between the walkways that are wide enough for groups of people to stroll past each other comfortably.
This is the mall today at the corner of Kamehameha Highway and Mehana Street. This is what it would look like with wider walkways, more trees, an outdoor stage, pavilions, fountains, and more. Across the street is the Kaneohe Bay Shopping Center. Look at the difference by taking away one row of parking and adding a landscaped area and sidewalks. Finally, this is Kava Street, behind the post office and next to the mall. This is the new and improved version. The total cost between $5 and $10 million.
What we've tried to do is to highlight opportunities and possibilities that may not have been necessarily evident beforehand.
But turning the vision into reality will be challenging. 3 different landowners, Kamehameha Schools, the Yim family, and the city and county would have to sign on and pitch in millions. And right now, with the economy down, no one sees it as a priority.
Money is going to be one of the obstacles, at least in the short term, but I think it provides a framework for generations.
And Kaneohe's potential to be prettier and more connected for generations of families to enjoy.